Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. I am Afifah Aidawati as moderator. We are from group 5 and our group consists of Afifah Aidawati, Wanda Pratiwi, Kevin Adipiyaksallah and Hurmatul Bariro. We will present the analysis of our group. There is a statement that written of Obusu, Asheu and Lerchen 2014 that written to lend credence to this. The reading is behavioral and individuals exhibit different behavioral tendencies in the process of reading. To lend credence to this, it has been observed that readers are often successful people in their endeavors as they are exposed to the world of possibilities and motivations. Yeah, that is for me. And then, well, next to the analysis of the written theory and concept. For Kevin, time is yours.
Baik, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Tonight I'm going to explain about theories and teori dan konsep. Di sini saya menemukan beberapa teori dan konsep kali ini. Jadi teori yang pertama itu ada di introduction. Di situ dijelaskan COVID-19 is a pandemic disease that largely caught the world unprepared. It had far-reaching effects on various spheres of life. So this is ranging from education, medical, religious practice, social activities, economic activities, and so on. Jadi COVID-19 itu adalah pandemi yang menyerang dunia ketika dunia itu sedang tidak siap. Dan jangkauan COVID ini mempengaruhi berbagai banyak kehidupan, mulai dari edukasi, sampai kesehatan, dan tempat ibadah, serta aktivitas sosial dan ekonomi. Dan ada konsep. Konsepnya itu adalah particularly during a period when the disease was on geometric rise, the government devised various measures to help alleviate the troubling increase. Jadi ketika periode COVID-19 ini berlangsung, sedang naik-naiknya, government yang di Nigeria melakukan berbagai macam pengukuran untuk mengurangi masalah yang meningkat. Ini pengukurannya itu dari yang barusan itu, education, medical, religious practice, social activities, economic activities. The next is theories is globally, lockdown was adopted as a mechanism to check of COVID-19 becomes uncontrollable. Jadi secara global itu, lockdown itu digunakan sebagai mekanisme untuk mengecek peredaran atau perkembangan COVID-19 sebelum menjadi tidak terkontrol. Jadi lockdown itu berguna sebagai mekanisme untuk mencegah COVID itu bisa terkontrol. Nah, setelah itu, staying at home for a significant period of time alter a lot of practice and activities for many. Jadi ketika lockdown, kita kan cuma berada dalam rumah kan. Nah, ketika kita berada di rumah dalam waktu yang lumayan lama, itu memberikan banyak kebosanan dan juga membuat kita itu memiliki program kehidupan sehari-hari. Di sini ada sebuah konsep. It was noted that reading is the foundation of enjoyment in life and closely related to vocational efficiency. Nah, dalam konteks yang barusan itu dijelaskan bahwa perubahan yang signifikan itu adalah reading, jadi membaca. Membaca itu jadi sebuah fondasi fondasi hiburan ketika lockdown. More importantly, reading was essential in keeping abreast of latest information or development with respect of the pandemic disease or the lockdown. Nah, selain berguna untuk habiskan waktu luang, reading itu ketika lockdown berfungsi untuk tetap memberikan informasi lebih lanjut mengenai COVID-19 dan juga tentang lockdown. And the next concept is reading is a form of entertainment which arouses imagination and thought. This implies the reading of that books are essential. Membentuk sebuah hiburan yang mana mengarus atau merangsang imajinasi dan kemampuan berpikir, dan juga membaca itu menawarkan berbagai banyak informasi yang bermanfaat serta hiburan dalam periode lockdown tersebut. Kemudian ada teori lagi di sini, reading is behavioral and individual exhibit different behavioral tendencies in the process of reading. Jadi teori terakhir yang saya temukan itu adalah reading is behavioral and individuals exhibit different behavioral tendencies in the process of reading. And it is important element of learning and is interrelated to educational success which requires good reading habits. Jadi membaca itu adalah menjadi sebuah perilaku, dan individu yang membaca itu menunjukkan kecenderungan perilaku yang berbeda ketika dalam proses membaca. Dan membaca itu menjadi sebuah elemen pembelajaran yang penting dan juga berhubungan dengan kesuksesan edukasi, yang mana untuk memperoleh kesuksesan edukasional ini membutuhkan good reading habit atau aku suka membaca. Kemudian ada konsep juga di sini. Reading habit is the practice and activities that are exhibited during the process of reading. It is argued that good reading habit acts as a strong weapon for one to excel in life. And it has been observed that readers are often successful people in their endeavors as they are exposed to the world of possibilities and motivation. Jadi perilaku sering membaca itu jadi aktivitas yang sangat bermanfaat dan juga berfungsi sebagai senjata yang dibutuhkan. Jadi membaca itu menjadi sebuah senjata yang kuat dalam kehidupan. Dan juga di sini juga sudah mengobservasi pembaca itu kebanyakan orang sukses, dan dalam perilaku mereka orang sukses itu yang suka membaca sering kebanyakan itu terekspos ke dunia possibilities and motivation. Jadi mereka tuh memiliki banyak posibilitas dan motivasi. And the next is that habit of formation yang barusan itu is the process by which new behavior becomes regular. It was noted further that one's behavioral pattern, which is repeated often, is etched into neutron. And the last is this is often physiological as it is observed that a reader with sound mind is mentally balanced. Jadi formasi perilaku yang barusan itu adalah proses perilaku yang baru ketika lockdown, yang mana menjadi kebiasaan yang biasa, jadi reguler. Dan juga perlu dicatat bahwa perilaku ini ketika diulang secara terus-menerus bisa menimbulkan efek positif yang mana kita itu bisa terhadap membaca, jadi tidak sungkan, jadi terbiasa suka membaca yang sering berpikir itu mentalitinya itu seimbang. Jadi mentalnya itu seimbang. Cara berpikirnya itu tidak berat sebelah. And maybe that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for your explanation. And next, for the last explanation, will deliver by Hurmatul Bariroh that will explain to you about the analysis of empirical studies. Okay, for Hurmatul Bariroh, time is yours.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Here I will continue about empirical studies. In this article, an example of an empirical study is in the review of related literature section as Stiagi et al. 2020 carried out a cross-sectional survey on leadership among college students during COVID-19 lockdown in the city of India. The findings showed that most of the students read during lockdown, and the results showed that the lockdown offered the student opportunity to read as much as they wanted. It was, however, showed that reading during the lockdown did not help the half of students to gain peace of mind. What is, however, missing from the finding of these studies is evidence on reason that made this academic grade during the lockdown. The studies seeks to fill this obvious gap in literature. It is include is empirical study as it is based on fact, as it is a statement from Stiagi in 2020 carried out in North India city and has been proven for several reasons. That's all for me. I will return to the moderator. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much. That is explanation from our group for group 5, and thank you very much Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.